I want to give you one other hope and aspiration. We started by talking about learning changes. Learning changes. Learning is changing, okay? Learning's changing. The way you learn is changing. I want you to do me a favor. Stop talking about learners like them. Them. We are the learners. You're sitting at a table with the learners. And let me tell you about you. You all have a curiosity device that you carry, who in many ways is more powerful at your learning than the very best LMS, LCMS that's out there, because it uses a really special new code called curiosity and fingers. You dance your way to a question to get an answer. You learn because you're connected to people, whether it be by SMS, by text messenger, by Facebook, by a phone call, or knowing which cubicle they work in. That is the learner. But the learner like you is memorizing less, is somewhat overwhelmed, is somewhat changing how they are, doesn't think they'll be in their job forever. If you want, go back and look at a very popular PowerPoint that went viral about 10 years ago called, and I'm going to pronounce it very deliberately, Shift Happens. Shift. It predicted something. For instance, it predicted that by this year, the most number of people in institutions for higher education will be in China. It predicted that more people will speak English in China than in any other area. It predicted that the size of careers will shrink, and that was 10 years ago. We are at a moment in which change is happening. You need to be the focus of that change, meaning don't change it for other people, change it for yourself. The format of how we do learning is going to change. The delivery systems are going to change. The metrics are going to change. Someday AI will not be artificial, and someday machine learning will not be about a machine, but about optimizing the learning of people. That's going to happen. And ultimately, how we work is going to evolve. And you'll hear that from Don Taylor and Bob Mosier and some of the other people we talk to. But I don't want you to hold on to the rituals. The only way you can be at the cutting edge of learning if you can let it go. If you can let it go. Because we've got to give some things up to get some things. And most importantly, what's been so amazing for me as the host and curator of this has been that I realize that learning is changing. This conference is different than the one we did 2 years, the one we did many years ago. I just looked at the brochure from the very first conference I did on computer training and support in 1989. And then I looked at the conference we did when we launched TechLearn, and I looked at one that happened right after 9/11. And I looked all along the way at those elements. And while some of the format is the same, what we're talking about is changing, because as learning people, we have to be at the edge. Recruit new people in. I am so excited. We have more young people here than we've ever had before. It is amazing, okay? I am so excited that we have more people of diversity here. I am so excited we have more people from around the world. But you need to make sure that the learning group looks like your workforce and the like.